right, YouTube, this is 249 coming to you. Today, I want to talk about EDC, but I also want to talk about EDC as far as it comes to law enforcement. What I carry on my person every day as a law enforcement officer. There's several things that we carry, from our boots to what we carry in our pants, to what we carry in our actual vest, to what we carry on our duty belt or our duty rig, or however you want to call that. And I kind of want to go over those things. I've been asked, hey Grant, can you do a video on law enforcement, what you carry every day? And you asked, so I'm gonna go ahead and give you that video. So first of all, I want to start off by saying you're not going to see my department. I'm not going to mention my department. It's against policy to do that, so I am not going to violate policy. And again, this is stuff that I carry. Not every person in my department carries the same exact thing, the same exact way. What you're going to see in this video is what works for me and what has worked for me for 12 and a half years that I've been a law enforcement officer. So I'm going to kind of briefly explain some of the things that I carry and why I carry them and why I carry them the way I do. So let's get started. Now, the first thing I want to talk about are the boots that I wear while I'm at work. As you can see, these are nice and worn. There's some creases on them. They're not as clean as they should be. I will work on that today, polish them up. But what we have here are some Under Armour boots. And I've had these boots probably 6 to 8 months, and they've held up well. As you can see, the soles are holding up pretty well. They're comfortable. They keep my feet warm when it's cold outside, but this Texas heat, there's nothing you can do. You know, your feet's gonna sweat in these things. They're pretty easy to tie up. The next pair of boots I'm gonna get the zipper side. I've had those in the past, and I like them a lot. It's just one Velcro strap, you unzip it, you take your foot right out the boot. It's really that easy. But I do like these Under Armour boots. These are quarter up my leg. I don't like them like tennis shoes where they're just right up at the ankle. And I've had some that go pretty high up, but I tend to find that over time, it squeezes the heck out of my calves and it kind of gets uncomfortable. So I found these work well. They protect my ankles if I've got to, run and jump and climb and things like that. So overall, I really like these boots. The shoestring here is starting to fray on me, but pretty good product put out by Under Armour. And again, Under Armour is not sponsoring this video. They're not paying me to say that. I own a lot of Under Armour things. They make great quality. I hope that they continue to make the quality that they have. So very pleased with these boots. I probably will be buying another pair of Under Armour boots in the future, but like I said, with the zipper side for easy access. Now for this, I want to bring the camera in a little closer so you can actually see what I'm talking about. This is my duty belt, my duty rig, whatever you want to call it. This is what I wear around my waist. This is my Batman belt. This is my utility belt. These are my tools that I use pretty much every day. I carry this belt with me every day. I don't switch it out. This is a faux leather belt. As you can see here, it takes a nice little shine. Some people like to run different belts. I found that this one, it gives, so it'll move with me as I move, but it's not as rigid as real leather. It can get wet, you can wipe it off, you can clean it, and it won't necessarily crack as easy as real leather will. And I have a multitude of things on here, and I'm going to kind of go over each one individually. Most of them are self-explanatory, but I'm going to talk about why I carry what I carry and where I actually carry it. So let's just start off at the front. This is a front buckle. I like the buckle. It's quick detached in case I need to take it off or anything. You have to push these two, but right here there's a kind of release, and as you can see, it snaps in there pretty well. Let me snap it in so you can actually hear. I mean, once it's in there, it's in there. It's not coming apart, which is another thing that I like about it. We have extra room here, just in case my waist does grow, which I don't want it to. So that's why I try and maintain some exercise. And just give you an all around. One side to the other. And again, like I said, I'm gonna go over all of this. So let's start. I'm about to prop this bag. Let's start right here up in the front. So as you can see, this yellow thing right here, that's my taser. I keep it right in front, right on my front left side. So it's kind of a cross draw. So if I'm standing in front of the camera, it's right here. Is where I keep my taser. That way I can access it with both hands. Self-explanatory why we carry tasers. Yes, I have been tased twice. No, I have not tased anyone, and I don't want to tase anyone. So let me just leave it at that. Going in the counterclockwise rotation to the left, we're gonna go to the left and then wrap around back in front to the right, what's on my right side. Immediately next to my taser, I keep a cat tourniquet in this holster. And I keep it here, again, that way I can access it with both hands. If anything ever happens, I want to be able to take this out with my right or my left hand. If my right hand is injured, my right arm is injured, I can access this and quickly draw it out with my left hand. And if my left arm is injured, I can access this with my right hand and apply it to myself. I used to carry it when I first got it behind my gun, and I can only get it with my right hand. And I had to change that so where I can get this with both my right and my left. Here's my flashlight. There's nothing special about this flashlight. I actually won this flashlight at a Christmas white elephant giveaway. It's a blue fuel flashlight. It's not a Streamlight, it's not a Phoenix, it's nothing like that. But it works. Again, if you watch a lot of my videos, I do a lot of budget items. This thing, it works. This flashlight is bright enough for me to do what I need to do. See in the dark. Other guys, they carry flashlights that are 2,000 lumens. I have no idea how many lumens this is. I threw away the box way back when, so I can't really tell you how many lumens this flashlight is. And then immediately next to that, we have our portable police radio. It's Motorola. This goes without saying. Communications is vital in my line of work. You got to stay in constant communication. We do have radios in our police cars, but once you step out of the police car, you're relying on this for communication. Simple communications. You're in trouble, you need help. This is what you're going to rely on. I can tune into all kind of different sheriff's offices and police departments and fire and EMS and tactical channels and all of that. But I normally just stay on our channels and monitor those. So again, continuing from the left, circling around. This is normally right on my left hip, my radio. Right behind it, I'll have a set of handcuffs. Again, accessibility. I need to be able to access certain things with both arms. So here, if I've already used the handcuffs right next to my right hip, I can use these right next to my left hip. You just snap it open and these come straight out. I forget what name brand these handcuffs are. These were provided to me by my department. Looks like Smith & Wesson. Standard handcuffs. Nothing too fancy about them as I drop them on the floor. Nothing too fancy about them, just a standard. I keep them, as we like to call, loaded, where they're kind of sticking out just a little bit. And I'll put them chain down, and there it snaps. I don't have anything on my back. I was always taught not to have anything in the small of your back in case you fall on your back, you don't injure your spine, things like that. But in the past, I've had a pouch here that would house my nylon gloves. So that may be something that I put back right here. It just carries 2 or 3 little pair of nylon gloves right here. It's nothing, it's soft. So if I would to fall on my back, it wouldn't hurt me. I haven't got that yet. I may do that again in the future. So this is the immediate small on my back. So like I said, there's really nothing there at the moment. So moving towards the right side of my waist, towards my right hip. Again, you see I have another pair of handcuffs here. Same name brand. And I keep them the same way. Keep them, as we call, loaded, chain down, hinges up. That way, as I snap, I can pull them straight out. And again, easy snap. And you can see they're worn. I've had these handcuff cases since I started on my department. So there you go. Here is my firearm. This is the Glock 17. I have not modified night sights or anything like that. The only thing that I've done to this gun is I've put a Surefire attachment, tactical light attachment to it, because I was on night shift for 2 years. To have a light on your gun is a good idea for any shift, but especially night shift. So I do have that here. I am not going to take it out because it is ready to roll. It is hot, so I'm not gonna fool around with a hot gun and try and video this. I want to practice safety, and I suggest everyone out there that messes with firearms, you're just as safe as I try to be. So that is immediately on my right hip. That goes without saying. I am right hand dominant, so my gun is going to be on my right hip. Immediately right next to that, you'll see my belt keeper here and this little fob. This is the fob for my police unit, which is a Tahoe. So I carry that on my belt for easy access. That way I can lock, unlock my police unit. And this fob gives me access to the department, inside the department. Right here I have my extra magazines for my firearm. 9mm, 17 round capacity. So you add that up, 1, 2, 1 here, 1 in the pipe. That's 52 rounds that I have on my duty belt, readily accessible to me at all times. So if I have to use all 52 of these, it's a very, very bad day. And I never look forward to having to do that. Just saying. So with this comes these little things. You may have seen these in the intro pictures and you're like, what in the world are those things? These are belt keepers. This is what keeps my belt attached to my inner belt. It secures them. It secures my belt. That way it doesn't move around if I have to run, if I have to fight someone. It keeps everything locked in place where I want it. I normally put a belt keeper here, right in front of my taser. I put another belt keeper right here in between my tourniquet and my flashlight. And then I'll keep another belt keeper right here on my left hip to keep my handcuffs snug up against my radio, to keep everything tight and in place. I'll then place another belt keeper next to this of handcuffs. Another belt keeper goes behind my gun and in front of my gun. And then I keep my last belt keeper right up front by my spare magazines. So as you can see, everything has that black leather look. We try to keep everything uniform in our department, keep everything looking the same. All my belt keepers are also black. There's no shiny buttons up front. Just so that we can keep everything looking the same and stealthy and kind of uniform looking. So that's an overall view rundown of my duty belt, my duty rig. So next up is the actual vest that I wear. It's a level 2 vest. This is an outer carry vest. What that basically means is I carry this on the outer part of my body. It is made to where I can carry it underneath my uniform shirt if I want to. So you would see a uniform shirt with all of my stuff on it, and then my vest would be underneath that shirt. Our department gives us the option of carrying it like this or underneath our shirt. So I choose to carry the outer carry, especially in the summer. If I get a long, lengthy report that I have to do, I can always go back to the station, type up my report, and take this off and kind of air out just a little bit, because this really traps in moisture and really traps in odor. So you kind of want to get this thing off as quickly as possible if you've been sweating a lot. It kind of looks like this when you put it on. You just kind of flap it right over. The body armor, it comes with these straps that you can use when you're wearing it underneath. I like to wear them while it's still with the outer carry. It just provides more snugness. I like everything tight fitting. I don't like relaxation in my job, in my line of work. I want everything to be snug and secure. And so sometimes these straps are very difficult and they just fly around and I have no idea where the other one went. But, oh, it went way up there. So our vest, they come out and they take measurements of us. So this vest is measured and catered to my body type. So a skinny person couldn't wear this vest. Sorry, skinny people. I'm a big boy. So I'll just tighten it to my liking. If I feel like that's good to go, then I'll go ahead and we have these zippers. You zip it up, we close it all off. And that's kind of what it looks like on me. Now, of course, I wouldn't be wearing this blue shirt. I'd be wearing my uniform shirt, but I'm not gonna put that on because it has the patches and we're just not gonna go there. So, what do I carry in my pockets? What is on my vest? Well, as you can see, my nameplate is right here. Immediately in the middle, you'll see this thing. A lot of people, what is that? Is that a target? Sometimes I feel like it is. This is where I keep my body worn camera. This is a magnet plate. It just clips right in to the middle right here. So body worn camera, that way I can try and get the best viewpoint. It's right in the middle of my chest, that way it has a wide view, both up and down. And as you can see, I have 2 pockets that I kind of carry some stuff in. You'll see immediately my Sharpie pen. I told you I was in the Sharpie game, so there's my Sharpie pen. I love this thing, writes very well. And here's a handcuff key, because you know, dealing with detaining people, you gotta have your handcuff key readily accessible. So in the right hand pocket right here, right underneath my nameplate, I keep a microphone. This is the microphone for our in-dash computer system. Although I do have my body camera, We're also required to have the microphone that goes to our in-dash camera system while we're on traffic stops and things like that. That way, if something happens to the body-worn camera and it malfunctions or goes out, we still have audio for the microphone here. And I'll just set this on the table. Next up is my red pen. I am an FTO, which means I'm a field training officer. When we get recruits come in and we hire them and then they start going through the training process, they come to me. I am responsible for training them on certain phases, and depending on what phase they're in, depends on the workload that they're gonna have. So this is my best friend. You can ask any rookie that I trained. When my little red pen comes out, I get happy. That means that their reports are about to bleed. That means that I'm going to correct every little error, every little comma, every little punctuation, and I get very happy when my red pen comes out. The only other thing I carry in here are some stickers, little sticker badges, and I'm not going to show you those because they have our department name on, but just imagine what our badge may look like, and just imagine stickers. And then of course, chapstick. I keep chapstick on. So that's what's in my right pocket. In my left pocket, I keep case cards. These are little cards that we give the people when we take reports or incidents. We write down the case number or the incident number. We write down our name, our badge number. It has our department's address, phone number. It has our little badge and insignia. And on the back, you can write your email. I probably need to get some custom made for me. I just haven't done that yet. Here's my little notepad. This is where if I need to take any notes, I'll jot them down on here. Quick reference. This comes in handy all the time. I'm always having to take notes. When you go to a call, you've got to write down information. So you just write it on your notebook. You get back to the station to do your report, you rely on your notebook. And then I keep my little flash drive. This has all of my work stuff on it. Case reports, photos, any forms that I need to fill out, everything's gonna be in my flash drive. So that is my outer carry vest and what I carry in it and kind of how I wear it. So, and lastly, these are some things that I carry again on my person or in my pockets, and I'll briefly hit on them. This is my neck gaiter, Corona and all of that. You gotta have face masks, so we are still required, even to this day in the state of Texas, our city requires us to carry or to wear face masks when we can't social distance. So 6 feet apart. If I can't be 6 feet away from someone, I can always just pull up my neck gaiter. So I always have that around my neck just in case. These are my AirPods. I keep these in it. That way, if I have to have a conversation with another officer, or if I have to talk to my supervisor, or if I have to call the DA to get charges accepted, or whatever I need to do, call dispatch, I can do it discreetly. I can use my AirPods. That way, I don't have to put somebody on speakerphone, and I can hear a little bit more clearly. Because a lot of times, if I got to call someone, there's a lot going on. There's people talking in the background. There's probably traffic. There's just noise all around. And I just want to be able to really listen and hone in on the conversation that I'm having. So I have AirPods. Although I do carry a flashlight on my duty belt, I carry my spare EDC flashlight that I carry with me everywhere I go in my side pocket of my uniform pants. Again, this is the M&P Smith & Wesson. I did a review on this, my last video about a week ago. So go check out that video if you want to know the specifications and how well this thing works. But I do carry this with me. 2 is 1, 1 is none. I use that same rule. It doesn't matter if I'm just out and about. I use the same rule while I'm at work. Here's my wallet. You've seen this if you watched my first ever video that I did on YouTube. my EDC carry, what I carry on my person. It's the same wallet. It's a Buffway. This one is starting to get a little torn, a little faded. So I need to go on Amazon and order me another Buffway. I am really satisfied with this wallet. It keeps everything slim. It keeps everything right there in my right pocket. It doesn't hurt. It's not bulky. So I love this wallet. I will be purchasing another one again, as you can see there. Buffway. This is my latest find. This is the Smith & Wesson knife. This is the Victorinox. If I'm saying that right, Victorinox. This bad boy I caught on sale at Academy this past week. If you know anything about these knives, these are $70, $80 Swiss Army knives. I got this at Academy for $40 on sale, and I am so thrilled. If you know anything about this type of knife, or this type of tool, I should say, it has, I think, 15 different tools on it. And I may do a separate video on this, but I was so thrilled when I got this. I just had to have it. So here it is. I carry this with me now everywhere I go. It doesn't matter where I'm going. Work, grocery store, the mall, visit a friend's house, dinner. This is coming with me. Again, the same as the compact flashlight, my Kershaw. This is my EDC knife. I've kind of set down my Benchmade knife. I wanted to check this one out, see how well this one does, and I'm pretty pleased with it so far. As you can see, I can manipulate it with one hand. No worries, no issues, no problems. So I'm really liking this. It's got the Tonto blade. Again, go visit my latest video for a review on this, but this comes with me at work. And again, keys. These are my personal keys for my vehicle that I drive, but I also have another set of keys just for work. It has extra keys to my, to the units that we drive. It has keys to the gun lock. It has keys to the mailbox. It has an extra cuff key on there. There's a key to get into the training cabinet, so I can access binders for the recruits. I don't have those with me. I keep those in my car because I tend to forget them at home every now and then. And if I forget them in my car, it's right there in the parking lot. So those stay in my car. I've created a habit of leaving them in my car, well hidden, so you'll never find them. But other than this, I don't have them with me. My uniform pants, I have 2 pockets on each side. On the left side, I carry nylon gloves, just for protection. And on the right side, I normally carry just a spare medical mask in case I do forget my neck gaiter. So that's pretty much it as far as my law enforcement everyday carry, what I carry with me while I'm at work. Again, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Man, if you like the content that I'm putting out on YouTube, go ahead and hit subscribe. I really love the support. I've been getting a lot of positive feedback from friends and from people just dropping comments on my videos saying that they really enjoy what's going on. Give me some ideas. If there's some things that you want to see, then I'll do a video on it. Like I said, I may do a separate video on my Swiss Army knife. I'm kicking around a few other ideas. I may do a separate video, some other police videos on how I set up my tactical vest, my plate carrier, how I set it up and why I set it up that way. I may try and do a short video tour of my police unit, but I got to be real careful with that. I may do that. I'm kicking around that idea. I also have some other ideas. I have a new EDC bag. I'm probably going to do a totally different EDC bag video. I did switch it up since summer's here. I've gone from my sling bag to more of a backpack. So that may be my next video. Again, I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. All my subscribers, all 92 of you guys, man, I really appreciate you subscribing to my channel and watching my videos. And we're going to grow this thing, y'all. We're going to grow this thing, and y'all going to come along with me. I appreciate it. And as I always say, stay focused and stay prepared. This is 249 and I'm out.